For all those times I grew up playing Gran Turismo on PlayStation 2, you're telling me I could have been a real race car driver? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Gran Turismo, and it is based on the unbelievable, inspiring true story of a team of underdogs, a struggling working-class gamer, a failed former race car driver, and an idealistic motorsport exec who risk it all to take on the most elite sport in the world. This is based on a true story starring the likes of Orlando Bloom and David Harbour. Rated PG-13 and is directed by Neil Blomkamp. I've been lucky enough to check out this movie early. These are my non-spoiler thoughts on the entire film. If you've been lucky enough to check it out, let me know your thoughts on this movie down below in the comment section. And what is your favorite movie based on true story this year? There's lots of them. Let me know down below. This is up there for the running. So heading into this movie, I was excited. It was probably my most anticipated movie for the month of August, which isn't saying much because August is always a slower month. But so far, August has been a fantastic month for movies, from TMNT Mutant Mayhem to Gran Turismo. My little kid inside me is just jumping with joy. For Gran Turismo, I grew up playing these games. I grew up playing them on PlayStation 2. I had it on the handheld. I didn't know you could have, like, the wheel. Now, I wish you did. But playing Gran Turismo growing up and all these racing games, the nostalgia is in this movie. And that's what I love so much about it. They pay so... As someone is literally racing out. There's Gran Turismo outside! They pay so much homage to the video games, from whether that's them driving and they have like the turn signals and all these different things. If you're a fan of the video games, they have lots of little tidbits in there that just kind of make you smile and make you really appreciate the game that much more. This movie's based on true story, and that is absolutely absurd that a sim car racer ends up being a world-class race car driver in the honestly most dangerous sport in the world. It's kind of insane, and it's also pretty inspiring that if you play lots of video games, you can also be an extreme athlete. Like, who knew? In all seriousness, I love a good based on a true story movie, and how this movie started, I was a little bit iffy as to where the story was going to go. It felt a little bit clunky. I thought that the movie was really going to lose me after about 30 minutes. I was really nervous and hesitant that it was going to be kind of a bust. But after those 30 minutes, when it dives deep into the world of Nismo and the racing and the Gran Turismo game and the lore and coming into actually this F1 racing program, that's when the movie straps you in the front seat, zips up the seatbelt, and takes off and does not let you go. From the 30-minute mark on, it really just kind of captivates you, and it literally is so inspiring to see everything these kids go through and the training they have to go through. They're going from playing a video game on their couch or in their chair in the comfort of their bedroom to being strapped into a rocket, as David Harbour calls it throughout this movie. It is so cool to see, and again, the fact it's based on a true story, pretty absurd. Mentioning David Harbour, I have to say, he stole the show, and he made this movie what it is. This movie won't get nominated for any Oscars, but if you wanted to get David Harbour a lead actor or supporting actor, I'm here for it, because the man carries. He has so many lines in here that got me just jacked up, got my theater either laughing, cheering, clapping, and that's exactly what this movie's supposed to do. It's supposed to get your theater involved, get you excited, get you gassed up, and David Harbour is probably the main reason for all of those things. My theater was laughing from him, my theater again was clapping and jumping in their seats from him. You know who's also really good in this movie that we haven't seen, we nearly don't see enough? Legolas, Will Turner, Orlando Bloom is fantastic in this movie. Wasn't in it as much as I thought he was going to be in it, but nonetheless, I love this guy. I want to see him win more movies and more TV shows and more something. I love him as Will Turner. I love him as Legolas. He was my childhood hero, and the fact he's in one of my favorite childhood video games is just fitting. He's got the acting chops. He does, and for a guy who you don't see very often, he carried as well. The one really cool thing that I wasn't expecting to be so good was how they handled the racing. It is so intense, and we've seen so many racing movies before. They handled it just so perfectly, and it's yes something like an event we've seen before, but they handled it again so differently while paying homage to the game and getting you jacked up and inspired throughout it. It is a crowd-pleasing, feel-good movie. I cannot gush about this enough. When it takes place, like again, the first 30 minutes, trying to make it a family drama, it does kind of fall flat on its face, but at its core, when it focuses on the racing and focuses on our main character of Jan, that's when this movie shines its brightest. I can't believe I enjoyed this one as much as I did. I cannot wait to go watch this one again. Before I give you guys my final score, let me know your thoughts on this movie down below. Gran Turismo wasn't just good, it was absolutely fantastic. It hit all the right notes for me. It got me inspired. It made me want to drive home fast, even though I didn't. I drove the speed limit. Overall, for score, I'm going a solid 4.5 out of 5 for Gran Turismo. It is a top 10 of the year for me, and I can cannot wait to check this one out again on the big screen. This movie comes out worldwide in a couple weeks. Make sure you guys go sit down and check it out on opening night. Do not let this movie flop, because it is everything and more you can want in a racing movie, while also paying homage to the game with great performances from Orlando Bloom and David Harbour. And also shout out to Archie Madekwe, who plays the character of Jan. He's the main character of this movie, and it's such an inspiring story. I cannot recommend this one enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and let me know your thoughts on Gran Turismo down below in the comment section. Cannot wait to check this one out again. My goodness. I'll thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.